What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be getting into part 2 of the John boat series. So today I'm going to try to get more of this framing work done, maybe screw all that together and get some stuff built out so I can start the get ready to start the waterproofing process, and I'll take you guys along for that. So I appreciate all the views I got on the last video on part 1. It seems like you guys really like that. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I got my neighbor helping me. He's my buddy. We go fishing all the time. We go to church together. And he's going to give me a hand, and we're going to try to get a little bit further on this. All right, I appreciate it, guys. And let's get into it. All right, guys, so a little update so far. You've seen us cutting the plywood. So we're working on the floor for the second part of my boat, which I'll show you right now. So we're working on the floor right here. So right now we're doing the framing. We've got the plywood cut out already. We're gonna frame this together, and then I will show you once we get it all screwed in and whatever, I'll show you what we did. And so we're gonna move on and do this. And then we'll be able to lay this plywood on there and do like a stand test and see, just see how strong it is, make sure it's sturdy, see if we have to add any reinforcements or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a couple pieces of wood, and then I will bring you guys back when we're ready to look at it. All right, guys, so here's an update. Sorry about how dark it is. It's literally 6 o'clock in Ohio, and it's pitch black outside right now. So I got it lit up the best I can. But here's what we got going on with the floor right now. So here's that piece that I showed you guys that we cut out already. And then here's kind of what the framing underneath is what I'm going for. Because that's sturdy enough. Because I was going to do just 2, and 2 was plenty sturdy, and I weigh about 240, and I was able to stand on it no problem. So with 3 of them, we're definitely got plenty of stability, plus the carpet, and when we screw everything down, it'll be real nice and tight. So now we're gonna work on the back. I'm gonna set the back part back on, and we're gonna try to see how to flatten this out and maybe get our first compartment cut out maybe. So I'll bring you guys along for the ride for that too. So let's get into that part. All right, guys, so we had to do a lot of thinking, trying to figure this out how we want it to be. So this is what we got so far. So we got our floor. This drawing, our cabinet's gonna be a little bit bigger than that. That's just like a little, we were using that as like a reference. But see, we tacked a 2x2 right here, going across the whole length. And then this is just some support for that front, since we're gonna be standing on it and sitting on it and stuff. And then obviously our floor isn't a done deal yet. We just have the framing that I showed you already underneath. And now we're getting ready to cut a piece of plywood for the front here. And I'm gonna leave, instead of cutting this angle, I'm gonna leave it like a V, like a 45, just so I can run wires and things like that easily without having to drill holes or anything. So it's coming along so far. And now we're marking out the piece of plywood to go on the front there. And then once we get that on and get it how we need it, I will show you guys that, and then we'll move on to the next step. guys, so we're pretty much done for the night, but what I'm gonna do before I call it a night is I am going to put the waterproofer on all the wood because the back area is ready for carpet. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna let you guys watch me do that. But here I'm gonna show you what I got so far and what the kind of the game plan is, so you guys can kind of see what I did. It was really dark outside, so it was a little bit hard to kind of explain and show you guys while we were doing it. So I tried my best to kind of show you what was going on. So this is what we got so far. So here's my floor. The floor is ready for carpet. So I'm getting ready to waterproof the floor. And then here's the front, that front section. So I chose to leave this like a little bit of a gap so I can run wires and stuff like that. Because I don't want this to be perfect. I mean, this is just like a John boat that I take out for fun on the weekends and stuff like that. So I want it to look nice and everything, but I also want it to be simple and easy so I can run wires. I don't want it to be real complicated. So then this will be a compartment right here. So there's my little makeshift drawing of a hinge. So that'll be one compartment where I'll put, you know, plastics or, you know, whatever. And then here's one big compartment here too for just odds and ends, whatever I want to put back there. And then this compartment, we made it, this will have a door, the hinges will be right here, and it'll open up like this. And the reason I had to do that is because I have a really large battery back here, and I want to be able to get this battery out if I ever need to switch it out or, you know, use it somewhere else or whatever. And then I was going to do a compartment over here, but because of this, I didn't want it to be really complicated or have like a big gap, so I figured I'd just leave it like that because I can still get to it if I need to put anything there. So it's looking pretty good so far, I think. Like I said, I don't want it to be perfect, but I also want it to be nice. So I think so far it's looking really good, and I think once I get carpet on it, it's gonna make a world of difference. And then I've got my doors cut out, and they're kind of sitting off to the side. So I'm gonna go ahead and carpet all this first, and then start messing with the doors and how I want them to fit. And then with the benches, what I decided to do with the benches is I was gonna wrap them in wood, and then that way so they have like a squared look. But I thought against it just because, like I said, I don't want it to be like super perfect because it is just a John boat that I want to take out, but I want it to be nice. So what I decided to do is I'm just going to screw this down to the bench itself because it's about the same size as the bench. But I'm going to carpet this and then spray paint all this with that nice color that I used on the side because I want that to be open as well in case I get a smaller battery for my fish finder that I'm going to get. And then on the next episode, I'm probably going to go ahead and carpet all this, and then I'll let you guys watch me carpet the back. And then I'm probably going to mess with the doors as well because I want to get those going. So I'm kind of doing this boat one step at a time. I'm starting in the back and just working my way up. So I'm going to go ahead and put my camera on the tripod, and I'm going to start waterproofing this. And then I'm going to put it on a time lapse. It's probably going to take me a little bit. And then I'll talk to you guys as soon as I'm done. All right, let's get into this. All right, so you guys just seen me waterproof the wood on my boat because it is now ready for carpet. And this is the product I used, Olympic Water Guard, and it's made for penetrates and protects against water damage, provides mildew resistant coating, and it's basically just to help with water. If any water ever seeps through my carpet so it doesn't soak into the wood, it'll at least help it last a little bit longer because that's the last thing I want to do is replace all this wood after I just did all this work. So that's about it for today's video. I got as far as I could get. Like I said, I live in Ohio, so the weather is like really funky, and we just had, you know, daylight savings time, so it gets dark at like 5:30 now. So it was getting hard for me to film outside because I don't have a whole lot of lights out there. And in my garage, obviously, I have a lot of stuff in here, so tools and all that, so it makes it kind of hard. But anyways, here's an overview of the boat so far. So I've got my holes cut out for my cabinet doors. I've got all my wood in place. The floor's in for the first level. My bench is ready for carpet. My floor's ready for carpet. This is ready for carpet. And then after that, guys, I'm going to be working on my cabinet doors and figuring out what kind of latches I want to use and all that good stuff, which that'll all be included in my video so you guys can keep up with it and see how it's going. I appreciate all the support I got in the last video on part 1. It seemed like you guys really liked it and everyone was really intrigued by it. And I know I love John boat videos, so if this helps anybody, if you have any questions, suggestions, if you guys have did a John boat and you see me doing something wrong, definitely give me suggestions, because guys, I don't claim to be an expert in this. I'm just a guy who is trying to make his boat a little bit better. So I'm open to all that. So that's about it for today's video, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Real quick before I close it out here, I just want to say thank you to everybody for subscribing to my channel and being a part of Fishman TV, the YouTube channel. It's really awesome. I really enjoy making the videos for you guys. And we just hit 100 subscribers. And I forgot to mention it in my last video. And I know I said I would, but I forgot. So thank you guys for 100 subscribers. That's a really big milestone for me. I never thought I'd get 100 subscribers. 100 of you guys sit around and watch me tinker around in my boat and fish and all that stuff. So that's really awesome. And I can't wait for the next 100 and the next 1,000, let's say, hopefully. So I've only been doing YouTube about a month and I've already got 111 subscribers, which is so awesome. So I appreciate all you guys. The 2 giveaway winners, I ended up picking 2 giveaway winners because the original winner ended up replying back to me 15 minutes after the deadline. So I kind of felt bad. So we ended up working something out. So I sent them both. I picked 2 winners, ended up. And those 2 winners are Matt's Fishing Mission and Emma Calzone. So I just sent them their prizes, and they're going to be posting it on Instagram. And when they make their posts with their prizes, I'll definitely share it to my Instagram so you guys can see and see what they won and everything. So, and if you guys haven't followed me on Instagram, do that. I'll leave my Instagram in the description. And that's about it, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Stick around for part 3. And let's just keep on going and let's keep growing. If you guys want to just do me a favor and share my channel with a friend, subscribe if you haven't already, and just keep sticking around, guys. I'll see you guys on part 3. See you guys later.